So now we're going to talk about the basic rational function. So it's the one you already learned a bit in secondary 3. It's y is equal to 1 over x. So here you can tell the restriction is that x can never be equal to 0. So let's draw a little table of value to see where we're going to go. I'm going to use 5 points. I'm going to start at negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. So if I plug in negative 2 here instead of x, I'm going to get 1 over negative 2. At minus 1, I'm going to have minus 1. At 0, it's impossible. At 1, we're going to get 1, and at 2, 1 half. So if I sketch quickly in the graph to show you what it's going to look like, negative 1, negative 2, and 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to use a different color. So at minus 2, I'm at minus 1 half. At minus 1, I'm at minus 1. At 0, it's impossible. The way we're going to represent that, we're going to draw a dotted line, and we call that the asymptote. So the asymptote is here when x is equal to 0. I'm going to continue to graph. At 1, we have 1, and at 2, you have 1 half. If we keep going and we find more points, we'll find that our graph is coming like this and like this. So you can see that there's another asymptote here, and this one is horizontal. It's going to be y is equal to 0. So here, what we call our HK usually is here. It's where the two asymptotes will meet. Where the two asymptotes will meet. So you can see that after that we're going to play around with the different graphs. What if there's a negative in front of the x? I'm going to put it down. Okay, if we wanted to graph y is equal to 1 over negative x, we're going to have a reflection on the y-axis. Okay, so because that's our b. So instead of having our graph in the first and the third quadrant, it's going to be a reflection on the y-axis. It's going to come like this and like this, and the asymptotes are still the same. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So you have to remember here when the b is what's in front of your x, is the reflection on the y-axis. Okay, so let's look at what the rule look like. Wait here. So we have it here. This is our general rule. And you can see that your HK will be where the two asymptotes will meet. So if you have to graph the following function, what would you do? So first you should identify your HK. So here HK is equal to negative 3. And here we don't see it, but it's really plus 0. So at negative 3, there's going to be an asymptote. This is x is equal to negative 3. And at 0, here, y is equal to 0. Then you get the shape of the curve by finding x and y intercept. If I find the x-intercept, it's when y is equal to 0. So I'm going to plug in a 0 in my formula. Okay, how do we solve this? If you're not sure, put it over 1, and then you have to remember 1 times 2. 1 times 2 is equal to 0 times 2x plus 3. So you see on the right hand side, this is all going to cancel, 0 times whatever. And then you get 1 times 2 is 2 is equal to 0. Does it make sense? Can we have 2 is equal to 0? Of course not. And I did it on purpose because I wanted you to realize, is there an x-intercept? No, that's our asymptote, right? So let's look now at the y-intercept. I'm going to do it here, up here. Okay. If we want to do the y-intercept, is when x is equal to 0. So you plug it in your formula, 2 over 2, 0 plus 3. So you have 2 over 2 times 3, 6. I can simplify, is 1/3. So this is really close here, 1/3. What is the other point we could find to help us graph? We could check when x, find another point. We could find when x is equal to -2. What is y equal to? So I'm going to plug it in my formula. -2 plus 3. So here, -2 plus 3, that's 1 times 2 is 2. So 2 over 2, that's equal to 1. So I have another point here. At -2, I know it's 1. So it gives you the shape of your curve a bit, like this. And you know the other one is the reflection. Okay, so you can see, if you want, you can find more points. Okay, but there's going to be one point here. 1, 2, 3, and another point here. And that gives you the shape of your curve here. Okay, be careful again. If A and B have the same side, so if they're both positive, it's like this. But if one or the other is opposite, then it's going to be switched. Okay, so we're going to stop here for now.